All right, make sure the mic's not muted. Mic is not muted. We are back again. All right, just getting some messages on Discord. I'll just leave that there. That way I can check it out. All right, we are back again. We are playing Void Knight. Void Knight Rive Healing Hands. It's been a lot of fun. Let's see. Oh, whoops. Okay, this is kind of insane. I decided to check it out. So Healing Hands itself can be echoed. When you directly use a melee attack and hit at least one enemy, you have a chance to cast Healing Hands around the target. This consumes mana based on Healing Hands mana cost. So it should be benefiting from attack speed. That's interesting. I've never considered that. Okay. Let's jump into a mono. Now let me put Rive here just so I got something to use. Okay, so if you're just tuning in, I'm being a goofy guy. I'm going to try using Healing Hands itself just as a melee attack. Deals additional spell damage based on your... Okay. So we can gain... So these are the specialized buffs. So if I take... 2 points there. Okay, so what are we gonna get? We're gonna have one more point. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna have one more point. If I take a point out of Synthesis of Light later on down the road, I put both points here. Like, could we actually just survive without the mana cost reduction? Like, if I drop 1 point, like just one. Because, yeah, honestly, we're getting a -3 to melee. Okay. Well, I want to fully level this up as is. Okay. All right. I'm like, you know, I got the... Okay, yeah, I'm using the old noodle. Let's check this out. So we're gonna jump into another, because I like the fact that I could just proc it like that, you know. And I'm getting the full effectiveness. Now it's not doing that much damage, but it can be echoed. Yeah, but the attack itself can be echoed. What if we put, like... Yeah, if we put, like, melee attack speed on here... Yeah, because, like, the ward, using it as just a melee skill in and of itself... is not too bad. And you could still generate ward on it. I mean, and then we could still just use good old-fashioned Rive, right? Now, I mean, there's like diminishing returns on this. You're going to get more damage out of just using Rive as an ability. Okay. Okay, so let's read what this does. Get damage per level of specialized buff. Is this a specialized buff? And are we suffering the cast speed? No, because this turns into a melee attack. It should scale with melee. And it can be echoed. Okay. Okay, so we got something like Bardiche. We got something like this Bardiche, but I would probably prefer something with melee critical strike chance. Like, okay, so we got that. That's a possibility. This is a possibility too. But I want the attack speed. I can't use this yet, but this would be absolutely, like, amazing. Frailty and chill. Oh, this would be cool. Spear. Okay, what if we use something like this glaive? Right. You're right. I understand why we lost so much. Two-handed axe. Feels like it's not that much. Yeah, it feels like we're not gaining a whole lot. Not even gonna give an intro. Hello, what up, Kick? Hello, what up, Twitch? What up, YouTube? I like the fact that I could just, like, proc it, you know, like... Okay, obviously that attacks way faster. No, it's not going to be worth it. It attacks so slow, you know? Plus, it doesn't have, like, what other skills have, like, an inherent, like, crit buff built into it. I think, like, Vengeance, definitely Multi-Strike. They all have an option in there that bases that increases your base critical strike chance, but yeah, that makes sense. It's definitely an interesting idea. Yeah. Oh, and they have critical strike avoidance right now. I was like, why am I not critting? Right, we want Rive back on there, but let's put this here just so. I just like the idea of having it there just so I can, like, every once in a while proc it. Not go into a fight like... Oh, there we go. Let's use this. Get a little bit of critical strike out of the copper ring. We'll lose some cooldown recovery, but I'm okay with that. I love the fact I could just do that. Instantly gain a nice little shot of ward. And then bam, I'm not going into a fight dry. You know what I'm saying? Like, oops, I made a mistake. They turn around, breathe on me, I'm dead. Oh, really? Two of the cleavers. That makes sense. Yeah, somebody was asking if this build could be played two-handed, and I said, I don't see why not. Oh, that's why I wasn't activating every time. Oops. I don't even think I have two cleavers. Let's look. Like, I got that cleaver. I got Taste of Blood, which could be a possibility. Okay, well, this checks a couple boxes. We could try that. I would want attack speed. Like, I could definitely see something like Cleaver and then something else like Renegade's Will. Ooh, ooh. Okay, now the juices are flowing here, chat. Juices are flowing. What if we use something like Renegade's Will? Or even 2 Renegade's Wills? Yeah, see, I would want to use something like this with critical strike multiplier already on it. Or yeah, like a dagger like this. Oh. Goes burr. Okay, why is this level 77 and this is level... These are both crystal swords. Okay, something like a katana. Like, this katana could be nice. Potentially. I'd probably want something with melee attack speed already on it. So it'd probably be this. Chance to chill and shred armor on top of it. He had frailty and a cold on the other. Yeah, this does have frailty already on here. The melee damage leached his health. It's not doing anything for me right now. I could try and seal it. That would be a big, massive gamble. But at the same time, it's a bit of a gamble to do Glyph of Chaos because I have no way of getting crit chance. Because if I could seal this... I mean, let's just try it. Oh my god, it worked. Okay. Okay, melee attack speed. Melee crit chance could actually do a lot for me because then I could... Now I gotta be level 76. Okay, but it's got the chill and the chance to shred armor. So if I like pull 1 point out of this. What a great gamble. Yeah. Because then I could also use this sword on another build for another reason, you know? And then I'll already have Leech there for whatever reason. Bam, there you go. It's got a T4 sealed. It's got a T4 sealed melee Leech. Bam. And now I'm going to put melee crit on here. We want 1 point, so we're gonna take 1 point out of that. No, actually, let's not do that. Let's take a point out of like. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, I can do it this way.
Hello, traveler.
Take 1 point out there.
Hello, traveler.
It finally went through, man. The servers must be going through it right now.
Do not dwell on regret.
Bam. Instant. And then the chance to chill is big because that slows their attack speed. Now, losing frailty. Not using the one with frailty. It doesn't matter. I could switch this around if I need to. We are going to lose some tankiness by not having a shield. And yes, I am aware I already have like... No, I haven't taken those nodes yet. Node just for the block chance. I gotta clean this up a little bit, but we'll mess with that later. Well, oh. For right now, let's just spec into that. Damn. Okay. So I think for this next section, I'm going to go back to shield. Yeah, for the next section, I'm going to go back to shield because I would like to use shield rush. That feels like I just activated a buzzsaw, Jay Wody. Dude, what's gonna happen when I use Anomaly, man? Oh, 18% chance, 18% blockchain. Excellent. My fruit stand. Hey, what up, Air Dragon? Yeah, I like the idea of having the healing hands on the hotbar, just so I can activate it every once in a while. Yeah, went decently well. I was tired, man. My back was hurting. Went from just, sitting down, lounging about almost to, having to stand all day, stoop, lift, whatever. Okay, so I got 1 point to spend. Preferably, so let's grab what we can, get the health, get the healing effectiveness, get the necrotic resistance, that sort of thing. And then we should be pretty decent on our... We should be pretty decent on all of our stats. And then we'll put the last few points back into whatchamacallit, Void Knight for the extra movement speed. Especially if I'm not going to try and turn this into a... Like, I want to use Shield Rush, but I'd probably... I'll probably just take Lunge. If I'm going to be doing dual handers, like that'd be sick. I don't have a lot of ward retention on the build, Rams, so it just starts decaying so fast. See, sections like this, I like having the healing hands on my hotbar. Because then I could just juice up a little bit before I go in. Instead of relying solely on it being, you know, like, proc on melee hit. I'm already like halfway towards hitting the max level, so I don't want to like have to respec it, but I could do an unspec'd lunge for right now. See, with that extra melee attack speed, so now we're just relying on healing hands as a self cast, and the ward generation is insane because we're not taking the, so with Cleric's Hammer, you only get a 65% heal, right? You only get a 45%, less upfront healing, 65%. So you're taking a 35% hit, but now that this is a melee attack with the node that we took, it scales with the melee attack speed from that. In Healing Hands, Divine Barrier, if you heal somebody who has an item that would cause them to lose health per second and gain ward based off missing health, it'll instead, all the healing becomes ward. So I got these pair of gloves right here. 7% of current health lost per second, 7% of missing health gained as ward per second. Because normally you don't want to be healed. If you're running a low life build, you don't want to get healed because you'll lose ward. So when the devs were making this ability, they're like, well, what if somebody who's using it is running in a group and one of those people has, you know, one of the low life ward builds? And they're like, well, yeah, they'll just take that node and it'll convert all of the healing into ward. So since I have that item, when I use Healing Hands, it, instead of healing me, converts it into ward. Okay, let's fight these chuckleheads. I do have some concerns because now I'm going to take 9% more damage. Chat? Chat? Chat, what just happened? Oh my god. All right. Splat. Those guys didn't get to do anything. Okay. Only because I want to be able to use... Only because I want to be able to use Shield Rush to just blitz through these monos. I'm gonna go back to this. But I'm not taking the point out. But when we when we make it to empowered, so this is the last monolith we got to clear. I mean, should I just respec this? Oh, I kind of feel like we should. I'm trying not to respec it because I'm already halfway on the level up, you know? Oh. I did it. I just did it. Actually, no. No. Let's do something wild and crazy. Oh, wait. No, we can't do sigils yet. I haven't put enough points into Paladin to do sigils. Sigils would be cracked. Sigils would be absolutely cracked. Oh, I should take this point. Okay, you know, let's... Okay. So we've spec'd out of shield charge. And we're going to be doing lunge instead. And we're going two-hander. It doesn't look like the haste applies to me. No, Rive is physical. You can take a node if you're playing. I mean, you could take this node regardless, but it mostly applies to Void Knight because you get the echo chance. You can't double your echo chance if you don't have a chance to echo, right? Only the Void Knight gets that. So this node is pretty much useless. It'll do 10% void damage, but if you look, it still scales with physical. So the idea is if you're playing a Rive Void Knight build, you're stacking excuse me, you're stacking void damage anyway, even though it doesn't scale with it, because you're getting a 10% scalar of all your void damage that would get procced on Rive hit. Yeah, if you could turn that, like, I don't think any of the abilities can become a damage type other than physical. They can just proc effects. So let's take a look at multi-strike. As far as I'm aware, multi-strike can't be turned into anything. It still does physical, but they'll have nodes in there where, you know, get a little extra something if you're doing fire, get a little extra whatever if you're doing something, but none of them actually turn into that. So what I was thinking is, what if I rocked this build with Vengeance? Because I got Renegade's Will with, it's a +3. They go up to +5, but it would already have attack speed on there. You do more damage with Vengeance against bosses. You get the movement speed, the +5. I could still use Cleaver, but one of the things my build is using right now is increased attack speed. No, it just says increased attack speed while you have a sword or an axe equipped. So would this apply to everything, or would this only apply to the axe attack, you know? I don't know. That's something we'd have to see. But that could be cool to use Vengeance in that way. With Renegade's Will. Okay, so I don't think this is proccing for us. Other nearby allies. So we're just going to remove this point. And then I can convert the damage into void. Killing an enemy. Well, I'm not using any of those abilities, but that's cool. Kill an enemy with lunge. That's again killing an enemy. I'm probably not going to be killing too many enemies with lunge. I'm not trying. Okay, so I can convert lunge into a fire. I can convert it into void. I feel like the main thing people use is Dawn Charge, Juggernaut Dash, and Unstoppable. The Frailty Chance is neato. Maximum area, maximum damage. Okay, well, what if we put it here? We get a frailty chance. So accelerated to level 19, and then this starts all over, unlike if I kept shield charge. Okay, which is why I don't want to reset my other skills. I want to wait till they hit actual maximum level. Because I don't really need adrenaline. Okay, so right now I got a 97% crit chance. I'm tempted, chat. Take the 4 points out of here. Maybe put 1 point into this just to boost up the first and second. And then I would have some extra points to mess with this stuff. Armor shred. Attack speed, damage. I like this setup. You can get the ignite chance. Okay. All right. Well, let's just focus on getting through this right now. Yeah, the damage increase is quite nice. I mean, it's hard to tell if I'm actually... like, I'm not generating a whole lot of ward because everything dies so quick now with the dual hander as opposed to a shield. So, okay. I'm going to give a quick shout out to the guy who asked about this. I mean, quick shout out to Jay Wody who suggested it. Like, hey, would this work with two? But there was a guy in on my YouTube comments who actually asked, would this work with two-handeds? Can you, okay. Oh, Rams, you were the one who asked. You're already here. Shout out to Rams. Rams, it was you. Yeah, so shout out to Jay Wody. Shout out to Rams. I was at work. Work blocks YouTube comments, so like if I respond to your comment before 4 p.m. Pacific, that means I took a break, went outside, reconnected, turned off the Wi-Fi, was able to connect to cell phone network and talk to you guys that way. Because inside the building, it is a dead zone, and they know it. That's why they've made the Wi-Fi in there so restrictive. Yeah. Okay, I don't understand why I'm seeing white numbers unless that's the dots that I'm applying. Want to stack up some of that ward. Next up, another cleaver. Yeah, if I could get another cleaver, like, with melee attack speed and melee critical strike chance, like, it doesn't have to be this. It doesn't have to be, like this. Like, I just need it to have at least 4%. Let's, oh, we can boost this up? Oh, I have to be level 76. I hate that when you're crafting an item you can use, the level goes up. It's just so it's a buzzkill. It's like I could use it, but since I crafted it, the level went up. Like, golly. So we'll just, you know, till we run into enemies. I like that. It's much more survivable. It makes the build kind of hardcore friendly. You know what I'm saying? This is not a hardcore character, but I'll show you guys in a moment. I'm conscious of one thing. Like, we'll probably just like go to the arena and just, you know, end it, but homie never even got a chance, man. So apparently the game tracks, like, even if you're not on a hardcore character, it'll track whether or not you've died. So my character, Babbling Knight, is a deathless solo account found. That, yeah, the damage is way better. So shout out to Jay Wody, shout out to Rams. Hey, what up, Nighthawk? Oh, did you ever get back to me on Discord? No. Okay, cool. How you doing? Oh, I'm alright playing some Dead by Daylight. Hey, is that why you were hitting me up? Because Dead by Daylight sounds cool. I've been on a hardcore last Epoch kick. Game came out like a week and a half ago. Viewership's been great. Oh, Discord? You want to invite to Discord? Yeah, I'll get you in here, Jay Wody. My Discord right now is not moderated. It's not moderated well. I do have a moderator, but okay, you can have fun with that. Jay Wody, honestly, I might take you up on that. Accept it. Send me a friend request. Make sure I know that it's you, like, because there's a reason why I haven't like taken my Discord public, right? You know what I'm saying? Is I don't have a like my wife's a moderator, but I don't expect her to just be watching my Discord the entire time. And then I'm at work, which blocks Discord messages, so I feel pretty cut off. But yeah, we'll talk on Discord, man. Yeah, Workplace blocks so much stuff that I don't even pay attention to it. There's a few people in there. They're like my diehard people. Well, not necessarily diehards. Some of them are, but it's mostly like people that I've gotten to know. Like, oh, okay, you're cool. Here's an invite. Don't do anything to make me regret it, type thing. Yeah, the damage is much better. Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah, sorry, Nighthawk. Well, it's good to see you, though. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, well, this is max level now, so we can actually... We actually pull points out of that. I don't think we're going to need that. All right, we haven't hit the minimum specialized level yet. Yeah, I don't think we're going to need that. Honestly, I think that's all we're going to need is concentration. Just 1 point there. Pull the 4. So I got 3 points to play with. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's an idea. That's an idea. No problem. I got a couple ideas. We can set you up a Twitter channel that auto pops the official Twitters of last Epoch and the games you play. Gives you news and updates right there. Oh, okay, okay. You see, I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that. But that could be cool just to have their official Twitter. That way I'm not like, you know, copy, paste. Just like, here you guys go. It's easy peasy. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, the damage is good. I might end up recommending dual handers over shield. Honestly, what we should probably do today is go to Jorah. I'm buying the game on Thursday finally. Oh, awesome. Yeah. That sounds great. There we go. Code of an Erased Sentinel. Honestly, I mean, yeah, we're going to lose some of the stuff that we're gaining with that, but that extra +1 plus the armor. Oh, so we got 2 points to play with. So let's take the extra damage. Let's take the attack speed. Let's take that extra damage. Now that we got a +1 to deal with. This should make our ward go up. I was gonna buy my next lightsaber, but I'm gonna hold off. Yeah. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be good. Because not only is it gonna give us extra armor, like hopefully we get some good stats out of this. But regardless, I think this is gonna be fine. I'll show you after this echo. Oh, hey, what up, Reefer? Okay, so what Code of the Erased Sentinel does is it gives you a +1 to Sentinel skills, 26% armor, and 29% of armor mitigation also applies to damage over time, right? That last one's huge. One thing that Sentinels in particular have had a hard time dealing with before this ward build became a thing was dots. They'd build all this armor, they'd be nearly invincible, and then they'd get hit by like one dash of poison. You're eating some dinner, Reefer? Right on. You get hit by one dash of poison and that's it. All your armor means nothing because now the damage is going straight for you. All you got is your resistances, and a lot of those dots also delete your a lot of those dots also shred your resistances. You got a 3 LP Laraka's Claw. I saw that in the Discord. I replied to you when I got home because, you know, workplace blocks Discord. Ugh. I got home like, oh, Reefer's sending something. Oh, right on. I just said, oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I like having the buffer of that. Oh, right on. Oh, that's lit. Okay, chat. Like, I'm not saying that we should start using healing hands as like a melee attack, but when your echo repeats it, you get the ward generation from the healing hands. Now, it's just the thing is the attack speed on it kind of sucks, right? But your ward's going to get absolutely insane in the membrane. Now, we've already tested it. It doesn't look like it procs on Rive. But it procs when they repeat healing hands. Oh. And honestly, the attack speeds on it's not too bad. It's just when you compare it to this. Also, what does the Weaver's thing do? So Weaver's Will is essentially, it's a unique item. When it has Weaver's Will on it, it here, I just want to stack some wards so I don't get a cheesy ranged attack. So if you have an item that has Weaver's Will on it, you get random affixes added to it. So you get the unique item, but then you also get random affixes added to it. I don't know what it is. I won't be able to... Won't be able to control it at all, but... Oh, that's sick. Seems like your attack with healing hands is better now than the two-handed attempt. Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of boring just attacking with just healing hands, but the ward generation on it's insane. Doesn't attack as fast as Rive, but it's cool. Whoa, what's our level now? We're level 76. Okay, cool. This. Please don't use all my forging potential. It used all my forging potential. Frick. I needed more of the armor shred, but as a result, though, I now have a 100% crit chance. So, what that does for me is it allows me to remove that. Now I have more room for damage. Now I could shred armor easier. I'm going to have I'm gonna have 4 more points. Where do I want to put that? I could put that there. I could put one in Wave of Energy. Honestly, this is probably just more damage. Oh, it's a spell. Scales off of strength. Okay. No, that's not gonna help. Lacerate. No, that's not gonna help. That boosts the third. We could take 2 points here. Honestly, with these 2 items that I have right now, I may not even need to use a +4 to Rive. I could probably focus on, you know, trying to find a +4 on something else, but okay. Seems like your attack with healing hand. Oh yeah, I already read that. It's in the space box. Okay. Okay, this is another possibility. It's got that 32% melee attack speed. Okay. Let's try something. I want to see how well this works on Orbis. I just want to see Orbis get melted. How do you gain so much ward? Because I'm a god. No, I'm kidding, JT. Yeah, so JT, I think you commented on one of my videos. I replied to you. I don't know if you've seen it. So, if you hover over my gloves right now, you see I have the affix. 7% of current health lost per second equals 7% of missing health gained as ward per second, right? So traditional low life build stuff. So my life constantly keeps going down, right? Well, in Healing Hands, there's this node, Divine Barrier. So Healing Hands also grants ward to allies based on your attunement. If the ally has an effect that causes them to gain ward per second based on their missing health, then all of Healing Hands' healing is converted to ward. So instead of just healing like normal, it's giving ward if you have 7% of current health lost per second equals 7% of missing health gained as ward per second, right? Right. So kind of like an auto heal. So how am I proccing it so much, right? Well, this node right here, Cleric's Hammer, gives me a with the maximum amount of points put into it, gives me 100% chance to proc Healing Hands on melee hit. Now you don't heal as much. In this case, gain as much ward, but every time you use a melee attack, you use Healing Hands, which in turn heals you. And since I have that affix, gives me ward instead. So if we go over here to Seraph Blade, it also converts it into its own melee attack like this. And when I'm doing it in this way, I'm not using this as a melee attack. I'm mostly having it get procced off a Rive. But I could also just do this. It benefits from all my melee attack speed that I currently have. And so I'll just use this in between groups of mobs just to top off my ward. Because, you know, ward decays fast. I always take throwing. Nice. Hope you post your passive on the next video. My passive? I didn't post my passive points? It was kind of late yesterday, so I might have forgotten. Are you talking about the item that I'm using? Did I not mention that in the video? No, not that skill. Oh, okay. That video was intended more of hey, this is what I'm doing. But no, you're right. The letter P. Right, but you're right. I must have missed it. And you're right. On the next video, it'll be more of like an in-depth, hey, I've played with this for a week. Here's what I found. Thanks, you'll be waiting? Yeah, for sure. Appreciate you coming by, JT. Oh, chance to apply frailty. That's exactly what I needed. Exactly. Okay, I'm kind of curious about something, chat. Sure. Could I get by without healing effectiveness? So honestly, let's just use his ring. Let's just use this ring as a... Oh, wait. I do lose my melee critical strike chance. So... Let's put critical strike chance on here. Literally do not need this. Cold resistance. Health. Okay, health is fine. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, cool. We're back to where we were. Was at 42%. We were at 44%. Okay, cool. So we have that. Chance to shred armor. Perfect. I don't really want to lose the lightning pin in case I ever want to use this on anything, but let's just upgrade that. Let's upgrade that. Alright, cool. So we got chance to we'll keep that as is. So we'll keep rocking that. Now let's go over to my idols. Okay, so we can't use too many of these. Okay, what's the range on these? So we're looking for up to a 45%. 29%, 40%, okay. Chance to shred armor 37. We want it to be high. Okay, so we can inflict time rot. I want big numbers. Well, I mean, okay, so the war generation's still pretty decent, but yeah, it's gone down considerably. It's gone down considerably. So I should probably be stacking those. Like, it's gone down to the point where I'm like, dude, I might die. Okay. Okay. Cool. Healing effectiveness. Okay, well, Orbis was there at some point, chat. Okay, I think this is fine. What I've done is fine. We're not getting as much ward, but we don't need as much ward. You know what I'm saying? Like, having that much high ward was like... The idols were the most important thing. We lost way too much healing effectiveness, and that caused it to go down. If anything, I'd probably do that. If anything, I would probably do that. Oh yeah, we don't need to do that anymore. Let's go to the defiled wood. Who are you? Oh, we lost melee. Oh, we lost crit chance. Got it. So that gives me a perfect 103. Okay. Gang's all here, yeah. Sure, I'll grab that. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Dino the other day. You know, he looked weird. I mean, it's Twitch's emo. This channel's basically adopted it, but...
Who are you?
Yeah, it is. Were we all on that? No. I got the video on YouTube to... It's forever cemented on YouTube because, you know, the chat pops up there in the corner. No, we were not all on acid. Yeah, the war generation's rather insane asylum. I like that. Insane asylum. Okay. What if I can get this rain here to... Oh, I'm stuck with a T5. I'm stuck with the T5 throwing attack. Yeah, I'm gonna try and slam that later, Jay Wody. Into another shield if I ever want to go back to the shield version. Because there might just come a point where no matter how much ward I'm generating, it's like I might just need the damage reduction we get from having a shield. That guy got butchered.
You there, help me.
Oh, there we go. No, that's nice. Okay, that's nice. 100, like, what's the max? 199. What do we get on this? Okay, not the best. The chance to apply frailty is probably the best thing, if I'm being blunt. Yeah, the chance to apply frailty was the best. Which really makes me regret. I regret that. I just so regret that. Would have been a perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh. No regrets. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I said no. Where do you think you're going? Oh, that was it. Honestly, I expected to get there faster today, chat. But then I started, you know, screwing around with the build, so. Okay, so what if we use Solarons? What if we went back to this? We put like we put like 1 point in the base. Obviously, that won't reflect here on the skill sheet, but we use the critical strike multiplier. Okay. We'll see. I'm trying to get the damage up just a little bit without sacrificing too much. Okay, what? I got an idea. I have a plan. I have a plan. No, we're not going to use that one. We want to use this one. Okay. That was cool. All right. But we'll put a point there. All right. Put a point there. I don't think we're going to need this frailty. I did briefly try this build. I just didn't like the tiny area of effect I'm working with on killing mobs. Oh, I gotcha. It could maybe be the highest arena build. I don't know if we generate enough ward for that. Hey, what up, Colonel? Okay, this immobilize could be interesting. Got 1 point, so we're gonna get some healing effectiveness here. I think we're gonna keep this here. I want the critical strike multiplier. No, that won't work. Okay. Okay, sorry, you're back. Hey, what up, Nighthawk? Welcome back. Yeah, I don't know what kind of corruption we could push with it. Oh yeah, I'm using Sulerons. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, absolutely, Rams. Green Grunt, in Rive, did you try Iron Challenge? Here, I'll show you after this. I don't want to just get one shot by this spire. You try the node on Rive that just sucks the enemies towards you? Do I have prophecies? Yes and no. Rams, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, Green Grunt, did you try using challenge? It sucks the enemies towards you. That way, yeah, you're still dealing with a small area of effect, but you're at least pulling enemies towards you. I think this helps a lot. And then, yeah, so I do have prophecies unlocked. This is not my first character. Oh, yeah, sure. My first character was a paladin that, well, let's see. I may not be number one on the Sentinel leaderboard anymore, but maybe I still am. I haven't checked yet. Let's see. I was going back and forth with Stockworks, so. Yeah, okay, so I'm still number one. I'm still number one in SAF, so solo account found, Sentinel leaderboard. On the overall, like, oh wait, no. So on the overall leaderboard, I'm probably not even in the top 50 because the overall leaderboard's just been taken over by Falconer and Warlock. Once I get this build to, like, 98 or something, yeah, like, look, some guy came out with using the Warlock build again. Like, it's all Warlock. Everything is Warlock. I'm probably okay. Oh, well, hold on. So I'm number 35 on the overall leaderboard. I would have to be trying to compete up there. Like even Woody Joe got knocked out. He was like number 2. He got knocked off. He's now number 5. So now if you go over to hardcore, I think Woody Joe's still number 1. No, Woody Joe got knocked off the hardcore, and he can't do it anymore because this character died and got knocked to softcore. Man, dude used a Warlock build. Oh. Can you help explain the sealing process? What sealing are you talking about? What are you trying to seal? Are you talking about like on your items? So we go over crafting. You're talking about this? Despairs. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you can seal an affix, which like what? No. So you could seal an affix like I did right here, right? I got extremely lucky with this. All right, I sealed a tier 4 onto here, but I don't have a lot of despair, so I'm not going to show you like how it works. You already know what a glyph of despair is, right? You said you got to like 600 corruption on your old Void Knight. Would that still be, i.e., yeah? So Green Grunt, I went back and tested. Since he was still at 600 some odd, he was at 630 corruption. I pushed the corruption to 650 in the new corruption. So yeah, he's still 600 plus corruption viable with the level of gear he has. Okay, now Colonel, to answer your question, to seal an affix. So if an affix is T4 or below, you have a chance to seal it. Here's the thing, the chance is higher if it's a lower level. You're much more likely to seal an affix if it's tier 1 than if it's tier 4. That's why I said I got extremely lucky with this one. Because I had one shot. If I didn't seal it, it would just go up to tier 5. I would lose the Glyph of Despair. This would become a tier 5. And then it's stuck there. You can't seal it if it's tier 5. Or tier 6 or tier 7 or anything like that. Tier 5 and above, you can't seal. Tier 4 and below, you can seal. But your chances are much higher if it's tier 1 or tier 2. Hope that answers your question. Yeah, that's what my physical resistance is like right now. We're gonna take that off right now. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I want the movement speed. I want to be able to go through here. Everybody just checking in with you for a bit. Hey, what up, Steve? Yeah, so Green Grunt, I don't know if you've noticed, but when I'm attacking like this, enemies, it looks like they're charging at me. They're actually getting sucked in like that. Like that guy right there. He was over there. He was fine. He moved a little closer to me. Got sucked into the machine. So the radius isn't huge, but it does help bring enemies towards you. I don't know if you're seeing that. It almost looks like he charged at me almost. He didn't. He got sucked into the Blades of Doom. Like that. So it helps with what you were saying. Like, hey, I've tried this build. I don't like having the small area of effect. Give it a shot. Tell me what you think. It is going to have an inherent weakness just being a melee build, but at the same time, this is extremely satisfying. Okay, I guess I could take a point here. Oh, wow, I lose a lot of crit chance when I take that off. Nice, okay. All right, chat. I actually got to go. I would like to do something like this. Like, if I can get a melee crit chance on here or on here, like the attack speed's insane, but like if I can get melee critical strike chance on here, like with that critical strike multiplier, damn. Also tried it with the Abyss Bulwark, but it really eats your away your health. Yeah. We're using the Ward version. Many people say for this kind of build, it's best in slot because it gives you such a high melee critical strike chance. Right. Well, right now I'm trying dualies. If I had like a tier 7 melee critical strike chance like maxed out, I could probably use that as opposed to this. That I could just stat pad with this. Is dual wielding doing anything cool for you? So I was able to put melee attack speed on here, add more melee critical strike chance, shred armor, chill. Hypothetically, if I wasn't using something like Cleaver Solution, I could do something similar and like add different affixes to it. I say chill is probably, best. Chill and shred armor are best in slot. Yeah, so if I wasn't using Cleaver, I could do something else. Like if I ran dual katanas with the melee critical strike chance as an implicit already on there, like that could be hot. I already got chance of shred armor and frailty. I don't have the chill. But I gotta go clear Temporal Sanctum. It's gonna be at tier 1. Barf. And the reason why is this is gonna give me a shortcut to Majelka, where I can actually get to the observatory. So there we go. Oh, that must be the wave of energy. Oh, that's cool. Doesn't look like it's really doing anything, though. Right, ward retention, and that's what Cleaver brings. The more strength I have on the build, the more intelligence I have. The more intelligence I have, the more ward retention I have. Yeah. I liked your idea of running double Cleaver. Yeah, they lower, like, poison is a terrible dot to have. $32 stacks. Ouch.
It all makes sense now. The Epoch has finally come to me.
Okay, we're gonna throw on good old Solarons because I just want to blitz this chick.
Epoch, I will have it. Escape is impossible.
Now that would be impressive if she wasn't. Oh, here we go. This could be interesting. What's Sauron's? It's level 57, so I can't slam it, unfortunately, because that was a tier 1. Is there anything I would want to slam that's like below level 50 or below? Okay, let's look up bow. Sure, I don't even know if that's good. I don't think it is, but there, I slammed it. Appreciate the lurk, Nighthawk. Appreciate it.
Stand down or die.
It's times like these I miss Shield Rush.
Stand down or die.
Thank you for the I can't complain about that offer. You ready to head out then? The Scalebane were never meant to be common thugs.
So you're talking about this node? Yeah, I could do that. The mana cost would be kind of insane, but you're right. It does not require a shield. I think lunge is going to be better in the long run.
Use these to stage ambushes on people and trade the caravan. Makes me sick to see them exploit our people.
Eventually, I want to spec out of my traversal skills and put Sigils of Hope there. So if I'm going to be running an unspec'd anything, I'd rather have unspec'd lunge than unspec'd shield rush. Why don't I use Void Cleave? Because I'm using two single-handed weapons. You need a two-handed sword or axe to use Void Cleave. And then I would still have to spec Void Cleave to be a traversal skill. And I want to have an unspec traversal skill. Yeah, that's no problem, Joshua. It would also make sense for this build because look, I got Darkstrider with a tier 7 28% movement speed on there.
Too long have we all been bound by the chains of fate. I will shatter them, along with who would seek to bind them. Freedom will be our future, my future, at any cost.
Do I really got to sit here and listen to this?
I see you, while you're allied with one, you won't be accepted into the other until you break those ties. Decisions, eh?
Can I traverse with healing hands? Yes, but the way I got healing hands set up right now, I don't want it to be a traversal skill.
Welcome. Speak, young Dalila, if you wish to purchase lenses and other items that may aid you in your research.
Because I got my points set up just the way I want them. I would have to invest... I'd have to invest one more point. I could. I'd have to take it out of Synthesis of Light. Because what would happen is it would go on cooldown. I like using healing hands right now in between mobs just to buff up my ward. Because my health right now is super low. I'll be right back, chat. I'm going to grab another drink. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta spend my favor to.
I knew you had something to ask. It would be my pleasure to satisfy your curiosity.
Reduce chance for that. Oh. Sure, you know what? I'll take it. Give me the 1 LP. Unique two-handed sword. Eh. $300 corruption. It'll be a while before I can claim that. What builder am I running? Healing Hands Rive. Sure, I eventually will go take out Formosus. Why not? Let's just do that. Spend that favor. Okay, so the prophecies are specific to characters. So this character's got a fresh amount of prophecies. Undoubtedly, the amount of favor I had probably also came from, who knows, 50k favor. I think it scales off of both, but it largely scales off of physical damage. I got it right now to scale a little bit off of ward. Not ward, void. Hey, what up, Space Trugger?
Stand down or die. Stand down or die.
Another 2 LP Kestrel. Why not? These things have been absolutely hilarious. Sure. More cast speed. Sure, you can see it after this this echo. I don't want to get blitz. Here's my weapons. I'm using Cleaver Solution that I slammed and got melee critical strike chance on it. And then I'm using just a lawn sword. The lawn sword right now is more... Emmerich, thank you for subscribing over on YouTube. The lawn sword's more or less a stat stick right now. We're getting our critical strike chance, we're getting our melee attack speed, chance to chill, chance to shred armor. It's cool. It's good. I'd probably prefer these stats on a katana so I can get the critical strike multiplier. But I'm fine with this. You got a purple spear at level 55 that has 350% increased stun chance. Kind of crazy. Yeah, that does sound kind of crazy. Yeah, so that's what I'm using right now, JT. I feel like I've picked up so many of these Zatharas. If you do not have a cleaver solution, these eagle wing base axes, I know this one's a unique. Let me see if I can find. Okay, so like these eagle wing axes, if you notice, they have inherent critical strike chance built into it. That is base. So that's not like one of these increased critical strike chances. It's just critical strike chance. So that means that is base. That's like melee critical strike chance already built into it. These will raise your crit by a lot. How was the start of your week, Bike? It was good. Went back to work today. Got to see the guys, chat, catch up, hang out. I was tired when I got home, though. Yeah, overall it went well. So I got 1 point. I kind of don't like the wave attack. It's whatever. First strike ignite chance. Ignite could be interesting. Rive hits deal more damage to ignited targets. Okay. So I could probably pull 3 points out. I could pull 1 point, 1 point. I need 2 points, 1 point. I want to really sink my teeth into that. Okay. Something to consider. Honestly, let's just put a point here in the ignite chance. How you liking VK Healing Hands? It's pretty nice. How you doing, Zach? Sounds like it's about to storm outside. Jeez. I hear thunder here in coastal California. Yeah, but it's very nice. I'm sure this is going to get nerfed. I don't know. Oh, I'm already Circle of Fortune, sir. My first character was a paladin. This cycle. Oh, they got critical strike avoidance. I'm like, wait, why am I missing so many crits? Yeah, it might get changed. At least this skill, I think they've confirmed that the ward generation is a bug. It's not supposed to be scaling with healing effectiveness. So I know this is going to go away. So I'm like, okay, I don't have to play it. But honestly, having been a Sentinel main for so long and not really messing with ward builds at all on Sentinel, this is interesting, you know? Like, I play the other classes. I play the other classes that can generate ward. They're fun, but this is just different. Being on Sentinel, generating this crazy amount of ward. And this build might still be viable even after the changes. I mean, imagine if you could consistently just have, like, 3,000-4,000 ward that generates really fast, you know? Get a spot on the arena before it gets nerfed. Honestly, the thought did cross my mind. I don't know if I showed you Green Grunt. Oh, not hardcore. We want normal. I don't know if I showed you this Green Grunt. I'm already number 1 for solo account found Sentinels on my Paladin. I'm already number 1. Hi. Nah. Ain't no way they changed this before 1.1, so there's still plenty of time. Oh, it'll probably get changed in 1.1, so I don't know how long that's going to be. I honestly wouldn't mind setting it with this Void Knight here, because this is on my Paladin. You know, this is Babbling Bike. This is the main character, right? Level 100 Paladin. I was playing Smite Hammers. Hella fun. So if I set this with... Yeah, possibly. But if I could set this with this character's Babbling Knight. You like that? Babbling Bike, Babbling Knight, right? So if I could set it with this character, I honestly, so this character, it's not hardcore, but I haven't died, right? So I still got the Deathless tag. I think it would be truly fitting to finally die in the arena after setting like a 3 or 400, record with Babbling Knight. And then this would be the benchmark to try and beat on Paladin, right? Honestly, though, once this build catches on, I would not be surprised if the Sentinel leaderboard just turns into this. Main reason why I wanted to try this on Void Knight is the echo chance. You just echo so much. So yeah, the hit damage is not that high, but you start attacking so fast, all of a sudden your echoes start going off. If I stack more of this, increased echo damage when a skill echoes, like, bro, Sky's the limit, right? Oh shit. Could maybe respec Smite to Healing Hands so Smite hammered in gets crazy ward gen. So right now the Smite hammered in, it's proccing Smite based off of my hammers. I can't proc Healing Hands based off of my hammers as far as I'm aware of, because I use the idols on the hammered in. Yeah, the devs are kind of quiet about all of this lately. I mean, who knows? They might just leave all the builds in place right now, and then, you know, the next cycle comes out, and they're like, okay, guys, you've had your fun. You've played these kind of, you know, kind of over-the-top builds. They're getting nerfed now, and I understand. It'd be kind of weird, like, even with the Warlocks, right? Even with the Warlocks who are clearly dominating the arena, it'd be kind of weird to nerf the ward halfway through the cycle, and then essentially the arena could not be touched. Essentially, the arena could not be touched because now you got these builds that are owning the arena. This could just be the cycle of the broken war generation, just like always. Yeah, because here's the thing. Even if they capped ward, you know, which is something people have suggested. If they capped ward at 10,000, let's say they didn't touch ward generation, but they just capped ward at 10,000. How much would that change? Is Nova Hammerden viable in-game? Yeah, Nova Hammerden's very viable in-game. I haven't played it this cycle, but I played it extensively in beta, and it was very good. It was very good. I think my record still stands in the... I'll show you in a little bit. See, like, at first the damage doesn't feel that good. Whoa, was that a 3 LP? Oh my god, we got a 3 LP Renegade's Will with a +5 to Vengeance. Let's freaking go. Oh, let's go. So yeah, at first the damage doesn't look all that good on this build, and then all the echoes start going in, and then it goes deleting. Yeah. So Stonecutter, you were asking about Novaden. So in beta, I was playing solo account self-found, and then at some point, I dropped out of solo account self-found in beta to go play with my friends. Now, they've disabled that for the time being, but for the most part, it was a thing in beta. It's not a thing right now. So with Nova Hammerden, I set a record of 296 in the arena. Now this is old arena. Arena's gotten buffed. But if you look right here, the guy who came up with the build, or at least is taking the most credit for it, I have no reason to doubt it, but Volca, he's number 1 on the Sentinel leaderboard in beta with Nova hammered in. 821. I don't even know, like, he might still be, like, in beta, he might still... in beta, he might still be on this list. I'm sure in beta, he's still on the list. Yeah. At the top, it didn't really get touched. So, and then he's number 6 overall in beta on solo count found. So this cycle, I haven't played. So this cycle, I haven't played Nova Hammered In, like I said, but I did play Smite Hammered In, where, you know, the hammers spin around and they proc Smite for you. I hit number 1 solo count found in the arena on the Sentinel leaderboard. And I'm sure it would be better if I had used Nova Hammered In, but I wanted to try out the Smite Hammered In because, you know, Smite's fun. Hope that answers your question, Stonecutter. I would highly recommend it. Plus, I feel like it's a little bit easier to get into. Still number 1 too. Nice job. Yeah. I think it's a little bit easier to get into Nova Hammered In than it is Smite Hammered In because you're not limited by your idols. If you don't have the idols, you literally cannot play Smite Hammered In. And then it's also extremely reliant. Oh no, it's extremely reliant, Smite Hammered In, on devotion. So if you don't even have a devotion, I mean, you can still do it if you have the idols. You're just not going to be doing as much damage.
Stand down or die.
Thanks, it does. All right, cool. I would say the one thing that kind of holds Nova Hammered In back just slightly, and it's not a deal breaker, but it really excels if you have plus levels to hammer throw, and I have never ever found a +3 because it drops on the relic. I have never found a +3 to hammer throw in the entire time I have played Last Epoch. Now, I could just be extremely unlucky, or that could just be one of the rarer ones. I found plenty of +3 and +4 smite, but I have never found a +3 to hammer throw. But there's ways around that. You can use an Omnis. You can use a Sentinel relic like this. I've found, like, you can level up a relic to hit like a +2 if you find enough of those shards. And that could be something you could use, or you could do what I did and do without, and I still did very well. Yeah, at level 95. Yeah, I never found one in beta. I'm level 100, and I've been crushing, 350, 400. Well, I don't know about crushing. It's gotten harder, but I pushed into 400 corruption with the smite hammered in, and I still haven't found a +3 to hammer throw. I've found 3 or 4 +3 to smites. I gotta find all my idols definitely holding back damage survivability. Yeah, for sure. But I mean, it's like if you're playing in the market, if you're playing normals and you're playing in the market, you can definitely just go buy some right now. I've heard it's really easy to get a hold of idols if you're in the market. If you're in Circle of Fortune, shout out Team Circle of Fortune right here. Your idol drop rate, whenever an idol drops, there's a 25% chance for 2 more to drop. And you just look for these nodes right here. You set up your loot filter for what you're looking for in terms of idols. That way it highlights it. So like right now, in my loot filter, I've hidden all the idols except for the idols with the specific affixes I'm looking for. And then those ones get highlighted. Hey, Jan Tobolka, thank you for subscribing over on YouTube. Yeah. We can break that one down. More Apocalypse plate. Oh. Honestly, I'm just gonna do this, chat. Didn't drop it. Alright, cool. Makes sense. I'll clean up the... Oh, yeah, no problem. No problem. It's just to make it a little bit easier on you, because sometimes when you get all those idols falling right in front of you, you're like... Don't got time to read through everything. Okay, this might get me killed, but no, we're not gonna do it. No, let's not raise the corruption by 4. Yeah, well, let's get like a cut. Let's keep pushing down, try and find a different Orbis, kill Rive once or twice. Oh, shoot. Oops. Didn't drop a glyph of insight, chat.
or die.
Yeah, I expect him to lunge. I'm probably, once I get some more points into Paladin, I'll probably spec out of lunge. And spec into, whatchamacallit, sigils. I was having problems with Shield Rush. Shield Rush was really good for leveling, you know, because during the campaign, you'll just have like those moments where you got to get all the way over to whatever. And I just wanted to get there faster. In Monoliths, lunge is fine because there's generally enemies everywhere. It's still not as fast as Shield Rush, but I just wanted to do lunge. Just wanted to do lunge. Okay. Let's break that down. A 3 LP Thorn Shell, thank you. I don't even know if I'll ever use it, but hey, 3 LP. No, I might actually die. They have a 200% chance to crit. I don't have a 100% critical strike avoidance. So I just like to spam this when waves are still coming. That way I can keep my ward generation up. Okay. What's the highest corruption you can do with this build? Well, I'm level 80 and I've just gotten to empowereds. So I don't know yet. I don't know yet. We shall see. It's worth pointing out I'm still deathless. This is not hardcore, but I guess it keeps track of whether or not you've died, even in non-hardcore, so I'm still deathless. And I have a max health of 977, so who knows? We might die to this guy. This guy might kill us, chat. He's got a 200% chance to crit, chat. I don't know. He might kill us. I said no. I said kill me, Rive. I said give me the death I am looking for. I said no. I said kill me, Rive. You're gonna stand there for a moment. No, we're just gonna stop you right there, right? Well, he didn't kill me this time, chat. Okay, so we got void resistance. We don't need it. Critical strike multiplier would probably be best in slot over void resistance shred. Critical strike multiplier definitely best in slot. Replace. A 2 LP atrophy, thanks. 2 LP confluence. I don't even think they knew what happened to him.
Stand down or die.
Not a lot. It's not even like a really high ranked one. Sure, 1 LP Dreamthorn. Let's do it. I feel like every mage, like, they're a guaranteed drop. To drop some. Now, I don't know if it's going to be that affix, but to drop an experimental affix. And I feel like I see the mages everywhere. So it should not take long. Now, if you're looking for a specific item, then I don't know how long it's going to take. Oh, I thought I clicked on it. Sure, I'll take Jungle Queens. Sure, why not? More healing effectiveness, chat. Have I just pushed as far as I can? 14. Okay, let's start going this way.
Stand down or die.
You know what? You're not going anywhere. can grab this, and then grab that, and then grab that. Okay, cool. Oh, catapults? Yeah, I'll take it. Never know what you can slam it into, chat. No, I should probably go back and grab that. The way I have the loot filter set up, that's like a +4 to hammer throw. Those shards could be nice. Yeah. Sure. Sure. No. No. I'm pretty sure I got better. Okay. Sure. I'll take that one. I love it. I love the echoes, the way they're like, yeah, and stay down. Oops. Oops. Right. We got 4 points to spend. We're gonna just dump them all into Valor. Chat, we're gonna just keep dumping all these into Valor until we can get to Holy Icon and then dump them into Holy Icon. Alright, cool. Let's go here. Oh! Oh, we are no longer deathless. Oh, it still says deathless. That's interesting. Okay. Dang. I got way too cocky. I thought I could just heal through it. He stunned me, which blocked one of my... Oh. Well... Sure. I got way too freaking cocky. Yeah, it still says deathless, but all right, and let's. Oh, we gotta clear this before we can fight. Good old Ori, baby. Still says deathless. That's weird. All right, fight in Orbis. Salt the wound. Okay. All right, let's take a look. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down for tonight. Thank you everybody for who made it out. I have gone back to work. I do work full time, so I'm not streaming as long as I did. But if you guys like what I do here, feel free to subscribe. Feel free to drop a follow, and look forward to doing more Void Knight Rive Healing Hands. I'll be back again tomorrow. So you guys take care. Have yourselves a good one. Cheers.